Hello and welcome to the Disney News Show. Here's your host, CruellasFurCoat.
Yes, this is the Disney News Show. I am CruellasFurCoat, and this is episode 37 on today, Sunday the 22nd of July 2012. Now, I hope you've all had a really great week. I've had a great week as well. Loads of stuff has been going on. I've had quite a hectic week actually. I've been trying to sort out a work placement at Disneyland Paris over this past the past few weeks, and I was actually meant to be going out today, but unfortunately they've had to cancel on me and postpone it to a later date. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that, and I would have been going today, but unfortunately that's not worked out. But so yeah, that's kind of I've been kind of a bit absent from YouTube again this week just because I've been sorting that out. But I'm back now, and hopefully that's all sorted, so I won't have to spend ages doing that over the coming weeks. But yeah, I did manage to get the DVD and Blu-ray update as promised yesterday. So if you've not seen that, I'll leave a link down below to the new one. It's got a couple of Disneys in there if you like that kind of thing. I've got a few Disney DVDs to show you. But as I said, I did that in the DVD and Blu-ray update that was yesterday. And so we're moving straight on. I've got nothing else to show you right now. Yeah, I've not really had a chance to go shopping this week. But we're going to get straight on to the news. There's quite a lot of big things happening this week that I'm going to tell you all about. Really excited. I hope you enjoy the show. Lots of great stuff has been happening in the world of Disney, and as always we're starting at Walt Disney World with some pretty big news regarding extra magic hours, so let's go. And this week it has been announced that from January 13, evening extra magic hours at Walt Disney World will be reduced from 3 hours to 2 hours. This will come into effect from January, and it's actually been 3 hours in the evening since 2004, but they're now reducing it to only 2 hours. So if you don't know what extra magic hours are, then these are actually a privilege for Walt Disney World Resort guests, and it gives the guests the chance to remain at a specified park each day after the regular closing time. And it would normally have been 3 hours, but it's now changed to 2. So say that you're at Walt Disney World for a week, and on the Monday Disney Hollywood Studios is given extra magic hours in the evening, so you'd be able to stay there. Anyone who wasn't staying at a resort would have to leave, and you'd be able to stay in for the extra 3 hours. Now that is obviously changing to 2 hours, and this has actually been completely kind of announced on the Walt Disney World website. The description of extra magic hours has been reduced down to 2, but it won't come into effect until January 13. So bear that in mind. I know this may be slightly annoying for many people who do actually think that extra magic hours is one of the main reasons that they do go and stay at a Walt Disney World Resort, and so that might put people off a little bit, and so you can just, I don't know what you might think about that, but it's still going to be 1 hour in the morning, so every day there's still going to be the 1 hour extra magic hour in the morning, and there's going to now be 2 hours in the afternoon, so bear that in mind. Please let me know what you think. I'm guessing it's probably because of staffing and things, and not having enough staff willing to stay on for the extra 3 hours. Cast members must be getting just tired and stuff like that, so you can't blame them really, I guess. But as it's been like this for the past 8 years really, then it's quite a big thing for them to be doing. So yeah, just let me know what you think about that. Will that affect your kind of choice of hotel? Will you be less will you be more reluctant to kind of stay at a Walt Disney World Resort if you don't get this? But I don't think that would really bother me, to be honest, because we don't really use it that much. But so yeah, that is about the extra magic hours at Walt Disney World. Next up, from August 14th, you'll be able to book in for all the special events at this year's Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. There are many different events going on throughout the festival, and you can book in by phoning 407 939 3378 or visiting epcotfoodfestival.com. You can go, and I'll leave a link down below. I'm not going to announce all the different events right now because it just takes too long, I think, and you probably wouldn't understand what I was saying. But if you go and have a look down below, you can check out all the different things that are happening later this fall when Epcot International Food and Wine Festival takes place. And so I think most of these events kind of get booked up pretty quickly, so just bear that in mind. August 14th from 7 AM Eastern Time, so if you're in the UK that's kind of a bit better because you get a bit of later on in the day, and if you're from the West Coast then you got to maybe get up a bit earlier. But so that is the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, take a look at the link down below and you can see what is happening there. So that is that for the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. Staying at Epcot now, and the Art of Disney store in Epcot's Future World is closing for refurbishment from July 23rd to July 30th. So just bear that in mind if you're heading to Walt Disney World during that time. Actually, that is from tomorrow. I hadn't realised that, but yeah, from tomorrow until next week. It'll be reopening on July 30th first. So yeah, so just if you're heading to Walt Disney World, there are a number of these Art of Disney stores. There is not only the one at Epcot, so you can go and have a look around. You've got the one at Disney Hollywood Studios, at Magic Kingdom, and also there's one in Downtown Disney, so you've got a big choice. But yeah, so just if you're heading to the one at Epcot, it will be closed for the coming week. So that is pretty much everything from Walt Disney World this week. We're heading straight over to Disneyland this week, and beginning this summer, guests of Disneyland Resorts will be able to have park-related questions answered through a new programme called Ask Otto. This is a voice-based guest service which will answer frequently asked questions, including wait times and fast pass return times, opening hours, show times, and dining information. So basically you can phone up this number, which is 714-520 7090, and this will presumably connect you to a pre-recorded operator. I'm guessing about this, and there's not been loads of information released, but so then you can hopefully have your question answered, or you can then be where you have the option to be connected to a Disneyland cast member to get further assistance on kind of things like dining, hotel reservations, anything like that if necessary. So this is a new thing that they are kind of integrating into the parks, and so it looks quite cool actually. I don't know if it'll kind of deter people away from kind of just phoning up the regular numbers, but it'll sure kind of save on cast member on the phone, I guess, if it's going to be an operator. But so yeah, so you can try that out now. I think it's starting now, I'm not really sure. It's definitely going to be this summer, so if you want to try that number out when you're at Disneyland, then be my guest. But so that is that. But yeah, so this is kind of along with all the other things that they're kind of doing. They've got the DCA Today Twitter account, which kind of also updates with these kind of things as well, like the wait times and all that kind of stuff. And you can also phone up the regular numbers and the dining numbers and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so bear that in mind if you're heading to Disneyland. You can use this new service called Ask Otto. You can find out more information on Disney Parks blog if you'd like to. Okay, now for some general parks news regarding both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And beginning this week, it is now possible to pre-order PhotoPass Plus packages from both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. This includes all your PhotoPass photos as well as selected attraction photos and Disney dining print packages. If you're heading to either resort and would like to pre-order, it will cost you $169.95 for Walt Disney World and $69.95 for Disneyland, saving you $30. And with this price, you get the chance to order all your vacation photos on a PhotoPass CD, as well as a CD containing hundreds of Disney stock photos. So this has kind of been in effect for a few months now, the Disney PhotoPass Plus, but it's the first time you're now able to pre-order, so saving you a bit of money. And so this kind of takes a bit of the hassle about when you get home. So you already get your code to kind of pre-order your Disney PhotoPass CD, which is quite expensive actually. I've got one, and that was quite expensive, and so I think it will kind of take a bit of the stress away. I think beforehand, if you pre-order, you get in the post, you get the CD containing the Disney photos, the Disney stock photos that is, and you also get your cards and everything, so you can take it all along. And so that is, I'm not really sure what it means about the dining print packages. I'll have to look into that a bit, but I think it means you get any photos taken at Disney restaurants for free. I'm not sure about that, but maybe true. So check that out, definitely if you're heading to Disneyland or Walt Disney World soon. You can save money by pre-ordering, so that is always good, I guess. And so yeah, so if you're thinking of doing the PhotoPass Plus, definitely do it online and you get to save some money. So you can check that out on the PhotoPass website. Now we've got a bit of special news this week, and we're heading over to Hong Kong Disneyland. Yep, And the second of 3 new lands at Hong Kong Disneyland has opened this past week. Following on from Toy Story Land, which opened last November, Grizzly Gulch is a Wild West mining town and will serve as the equivalent to Frontierland at the resort. The centrepiece of this new land is the Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway mine cars, which has an innovative new ride system developed specifically for the attraction. This is the second of the 3 new lands, and it does look really, really cool. I do really like the theming in this, and I think it will really enhance the park, because there was no Frontierland built at Hong Kong Disneyland. We had Adventureland, but we didn't have a Frontierland. So this is quite cool, and there will still be no Big Thunder Mountain, but there is this kind of the equivalent of Big Grizzly Mountain Runaway mine cars. So it looks really, really spectacular. I really love it, this. So this is it's a lot better than the Toy Story Land that was opened last year. I really don't know how they decided to make Toy Story Land in that park. It really doesn't fit at all. I hate looking at them photos, and you can see the castle, you can see the Big Grizzly Mountain, you can see the RC racer in the background, and it just really, really puts me off. I don't know what they were thinking. So that is really, really, really annoying. But I do like this land, and the third new land is going to be Mystic Point, which is opening next spring, and this will contain Hong Kong's answer to the Haunted Mansion, which is going to be named Mystic Manor. So very excited about that. I do love Haunted Mansion, and I do think that Hong Kong Disneyland will really benefit from having Haunted Mansion, and this whole new land kind of based around Haunted Mansion is really, really fantastic, or should I say Mystic Manor. I do really like the idea of that, and I think that will really kind of make me want to go and visit Hong Kong Disneyland more, knowing that there is going to be a Haunted Mansion equivalent. So that is a bit from Hong Kong Disneyland. That is opening next spring. It's not open yet, and it's not going to be open this year, but next year we're getting Mystic Point. So let me know what's your thoughts on Grizzly Gulch. Do you like it? Do you like the theming? And there's lots of photos on the Disney Parks blog. I'll leave a link down below so you can go and have a look at that. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. So that has opened up this week, and that is that from Hong Kong Disneyland. Okay, so we've got another piece of very big news coming your way now, and it is from Disney Movies, actually from Disney Pixar, and it has been confirmed this week that Pixar is moving forward with a sequel to their 2003 movie, Finding Nemo. The director of the original movie is set to return for this, and apparently he has a concept that the studio loves. This will be his third film for Pixar after Wall-E. Obviously this is Andrew Stanton that I'm talking about, and also Finding Nemo. And I have a feeling that Disney may be seeing this as a way for him to redeem himself after the John Carter flop earlier this year. To be honest, I love John Carter. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but obviously it didn't do very well. The box office did it, so yeah, I think they're giving him another chance, and I'm really interested to see where this goes. However, the earliest date we are probably getting this film is 2016, as Pixar's release schedule is completely booked up until 2015 at the earliest, really, because you've got Monsters University next year, you've then got The Good Dinosaur in 2014, and I think they're going to be doing 2 films in 2015. You've got the film that takes you inside a girl's mind or something like that, and also the Dia de los Muertos, which is going to come out in 2015 as well. So that is something to bear in mind. So we're not going to get it for a long time. And I don't know, when I first heard about this, I was really, really not happy. Really sceptical about this. I'm not a big fan of Pixar making sequels. I think they did a fantastic job of Toy Story, and I really did like Cars 2. I know many people didn't, but I really enjoyed it. But I just think something like Finding Nemo is such an incredible original movie by itself. It is just so, so wonderful that it doesn't need a sequel. Why does it need a sequel? Pixar movies are great by themselves, and they really do stand out as really breakthroughs in animation. And so I think they should just stand on their own. They have wonderful stories, and they should just not mess with them. I think the only one, and this is the only one that should ever have had a sequel apart from Toy Story, is The Incredibles. That is the only one that was set up at the end, definitely set up for a sequel, and the only one that would kind of fit. Having said that, The Incredibles is probably my least favourite Pixar, but I don't know. The fact that they've chosen Finding Nemo is quite, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get more information about this over the coming years. I know we're not going to get anything for ages now, aren't we, really? But it has been confirmed. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you think they should be making a Finding Nemo sequel? What would be kind of a story idea? I don't know. I've got no clue what they're going to do with this. I don't want to say anything just because it'll sound really stupid. But if you've got any ideas, then please let me know. Or should they have gone for a different film? I would say Incredibles. What would you say? I think all the rest of them, they should never ever make a sequel. And yeah, so I really don't think they should make one of Monsters Inc. really. But as saying that, I'm very excited for Monster University. But just yeah, it's a prequel. Prequels are different. So yeah, so that is that, and definitely let me know what you think about that. So yeah, but for any of you people who really do love Finding Nemo, do not forget that the original film is being re-released in 3D in the US on September 14th this year. I don't know when we're getting it here in the UK. It'll probably be January. That's just the way they treat us, don't they? We don't get it at the same time. We've not even got Brave yet. Come on, give us Brave. But yeah, so bear that in mind. If you're a big Finding Nemo fan, what do you think about this? So that really is all the news from the world of Disney this week. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching the Disney News Show. This has been episode 37 on today, Sunday the 22nd of July 2012 from me, CruellasFurCoat. I hope you tune in for more Disney updates as well as DVD and Blu-ray updates all the time here on my channel. Definitely check out yesterday's video if you like that kind of stuff. Also, if you don't already know, I am on Twitter. Find me at CruellasFurCoat. And please don't forget to leave any comments or questions about anything mentioned in today's show, or what would you like to see featured on the show in coming weeks. Definitely let me know if you've got anything you'd like me to talk about. I'm happy to take suggestions, and any other videos you'd like me to take. If you've got any film that you'd like me to do a review of, I'm really up for that. If anyone's got a specific film that they'd like me to do a review of, definitely let me know, or a specific attraction or anything like that. And so that is that. If not, don't forget to check out Fan Anthony's Disney News and Reviews. Wonderful reviews as always. Number one source for anything kind of about Walt Disney World, any reviews. Definitely go and check out Fan Anthony's. And so that is that. I really hope you have a great week. Don't forget to tune in next week, and I will see you soon.